Are you not having a good time?
No, this party is whack. Wiggity, 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 whack.
3 wiggities? On your birthday?
You don't really hear me talking about it too often. I don't have videos talking about the show for real, or at least any that people saw. But Bojack Horseman is my favorite show ever made. It's smartly written, it's complex, it's emotionally gratifying, and probably most importantly, it is very, very funny.
So, if anyone asks, you were born in La Jolla, you majored in communications at USC, and now you're the booking agent for Kings of Leon. Book back? Fine, you also book back.
So, listen, I'm pretty realistic. When I heard that Raphael Bob Watsberg, the creator of the show, was making a completely new animated series for Netflix, I was definitely excited, but I knew not to expect Bojack 2. I think people pretty much fuck themselves over when they go into cartoons like that. After all, it's not a schnook entitled to creativity without comparisons to past work.
You laugh, but a schnook is entitled.
Well, I'm happy to report that in a summer where one of my goats let me down and 2 of them blew my expectations completely out of the water. Oh, and Gumball came back too, I guess. Long story short, sits right next to that new Spike Lee joint. This is the only channel on YouTube where you hear a sentence like that. Welcome. So for this quick video, I wanted to go over what Long Story Short is, how it compares and contrasts to Bojack Horseman and Tuca and Birdie, both narratively and artistically, and why it might be the greatest first season of TV I've ever seen. Argue with your father. Please share this video around. My dog only ate twice last month. Very, very mild spoilers. Last thing I want to do is ruin this cartoon for you. So if you click off, I'ma just assume you hate black people.
Hannah needs friends, her own age, and you need to be her father.
I am her father.
Jen, I am her father.
What is that, the Lion King?
Long Story Short is the story of a Jewish family from California, and it follows their lives from as early as the 50s all the way through the pandemic. I'd already think that was interesting, right? The very idea of seeing a cast of characters change throughout their lives is always something that I'm interested in. It's also why so many other animated sitcoms take the time out to give us episodes in the past or future.
That's true.
But what's really cool about this show is that you never really spend too much time in one era or following one character. Some episodes will start with the context of something that happened in 1991 and then show how that affects them in 2014. The next episode might only take place in 2001, but you can still tell that those things from 91 still happen to these people. Whenever you hear people talk about something new that comes out that they really like, they all say the same thing. And I know, because I'm guilty of it too, everybody's favorite phrase is, yeah, you know, this is not reinventing the wheel or anything. And it's like, yeah, okay, but what is, right? But I don't know, they get very close to doing it here with this super interesting way of giving us this narrative. The fact that we get these characters' lives and their stories in so many pieces in such a creative way, that's not the norm for Western animation at all. It makes for a really engaging narrative, honestly. It kind of feels like when you make a friend in adulthood and over time, they slowly start to tell you about their childhood and teenage years. You never really get the full picture, but you understand them a little more each time. It's a real detail-oriented show too, in ways that I'm still figuring out even during my 3rd rewatch. I've seen this cartoon more times than I've seen my dad this year. I swear, I'm not gonna spoil anything major. I just really wanna articulate how cool the little details are in this show. In the 3rd episode, it starts in 2004, where Elliot and Naomi find out that their 3rd son, Yoshi, is neurodivergent.
Cool guy. Oh no.
Naomi is really focused on how could this happen, what did we do, a bunch of shit. And the counselor is telling her that it isn't something that anyone did. Until she says this.
There is a rare disorder that comes from being exposed to certain germs as an infant and presents in adolescence as a cluster of symptoms. They're calling it pacifier shirt syndrome. A baby drops a pacifier on the floor, and rather than sterilize it or get a new one, the parent wipes it on their shirt and puts it back into the baby's mouth.
So Elliot is very honest and admits that he has definitely done this before, while Naomi is extremely appalled and cannot believe how nasty this nigga is.
I don't know who I married.
What else have you been hiding? Is there a gun in our home?
But I was rewatching the show for this video, and we actually see her do this in 1991, even though it's just a background animation detail.
Gotcha, bitch.
Just like people were combing over Steven Universe to find out why Steven's sandals were red, there's just so many details in this cartoon just begging to be explored. Alright, that sounded like hate. I swear I actually love Steven Universe. This message is sponsored by Raycon. Remember back to school shopping as a kid? New notebooks, new shoes, new routines. If that was last week for you, stop watching these videos. I make these for people with bills. I might not be in school anymore, but I'm super nostalgic for that feeling of a fresh start. This fall, we calling it back to cool because Raycon's open earbuds are my must-have for getting back into a routine and making everything feel a little smoother and a whole lot cooler. That rhymed, you love it. Raycon's essential open earbuds keep your ears open while still delivering crystal clear sound. They sit comfortably outside your ear canal so you can still be aware of traffic, coworkers, or whatever's going on around you without sacrificing your music or podcast quality. They got a super lightweight design that never feels bulky even after hours of wear. And the secure fit means that they won't slip out whether I'm doing laundry, walking my dog, or just powering through my to-do list. The best thing is that Raycon quality rivals the big premium audio brands, but at half the price. No more overpaying just to get great sound. Over 3 million customers already love Raycon, and they come with a 30-day happiness guarantee. So if you don't love them, returns are mad easy. These essential open earbuds may look simple, but they got a lot more going on than you'd expect. Open ear design, breathable fit that delivers comfort, safety, and immersive audio while keeping you aware. Multi-angular hook, rotating ear hook that ensures a secure, personalized fit for any activity. Lightweight, ultralight with a flexible ear hook that adapts to any ear for all-day comfort and awareness. Multi-point connection, connect to multiple devices and switch seamlessly without hassle. And 36 hours of battery life. 8-hour earbuds plus 36-hour case equals days of non-stop listening. You will never go without sound again.
I can't hear you!
Listen up, homie. Click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/tunerificopen to get 20% off site-wide. That's buyraycon.com/tunerificopen. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to figure out what the best ad placement for everyone is. There's a lot of dialogue about the passage of time and how fast life can feel like it's moving. It's really emphasized in that first episode with Yoshi's bar mitzvah.
My point is, it happens so fast. Before we know it, the bar mitzvah will be over and Yoshi will be up in the chair.
My favorite instance of this is with Avi on the plane. He's showing his girlfriend a song, and his analysis perfectly articulates the theme that the cartoon is going for.
He's singing about this girl, right? When he was young, he's remembering. They had fun. They had money. They had a son. They called him Sonny. And then the next line, Sonny gets married and moves away.
All right.
Before you know it, you look up, and everyone you loved is older, and it feels like just yesterday, it was 1993. It feels like just yesterday that Sonny was born, and now it's already time for him to move away. I just hope it's not Sonny from A Bronx Tale, because that nigga is dead as fuck. Oh shit. Spoiler alert for A Bronx Tale. But while it is definitely an achievement in storytelling and does something that I've never seen before, what I really think people should walk away thinking about are these real ass, fun ass characters. A concept like this is nothing if you don't care about who it's happening to. And I definitely do. These niggas are my blood relatives as far as I'm concerned. The mom Naomi, the dad Elliot, kids Avi, Yoshi, Shira. We get to see who they married, who their kids are, and how their behaviors parallel and differ from how they were as children. This is like 5D character work. You usually gotta wait till like season 6 to get your first flash forward episode.
That's true.
It's rare for me to watch a show and feel like I understand every character. Shit, even Family Guy. I feel like I've been trying to figure out Chris since 2005.
I have a condition called dead ass burgers. It allows me to immediately identify where that ass at.
You really get a good grasp of who these characters are, what traits they definitely get from their parents. You would have thought you were watching an actual family in real life. But it's also really funny. There's a lot of that trademark Raphael Bob Watsberg silliness in here too. I love how in all of Raphael's work, he never misses an opportunity to remind you that you're watching a silly, quirky cartoon.
Mom, it happened again.
I don't know about y'all, but that like good eats to me. Shit, I'm hungry as hell. One of the funniest things in Bojack to me was those stupid ass, long ass rhyming patterns that the characters would get caught in sometimes. And I'm grateful that there's some of that in here too.
Shira Schwooper, Kendra Hooper, and that's Walter and Benjamin Hooper Schwooper.
Super duper.
In episode 6, Avi's daughter's school is just overrun by wolves after the COVID lockdowns, and everyone but Avi just treats this way too casually.
And if you sailed too far, I'll wait.
In this third one, Yoshi needs a new job, so he sells these mattresses in a tube, which is already a dumb idea. But then he gets like crazy good at selling them. But then they just start going off at random. All these people are definitely dead, but man, was this shit funny. After all, it's not a schnook entitled to laugh at a couple cartoon mattress deaths.
You laugh, but a schnook is entitled.
R.I.P. R.I.P. The dialogue in Bojack was always pretty long-winded and naturalistic. It's one of my favorite things about the show. But this show takes that and elevates it by having the characters talk over each other, interrupt each other. Sometimes two conversations are going on at the same time. It's the one part of the show that admittedly takes a little getting used to, especially if you're an anxious person like me. I feel like I was fighting to decide which family member to listen to sometime, which is very true to life. All my aunts talk over each other. Thanksgiving sound like a damn Joe Budden podcast argument. It's not like the early seasons of home movies or other Lauren Bouchard shows like Dr. Katz or Bob's Burgers, where the cast is clearly improvising and recording in the same room, talking in a much lower, more casual tone.
Hey, you want a donut and a large coffee?
Thanks.
I do.
I guess that's me again.
Bingo.
Shucks. French vanilla?
No, none of that crap.
You used to get French vanilla.
I know, that was a bad phase.
In long story short, all of the dialogue, while natural, is still very obviously written and recorded separately. So it comes off more like a tightly directed stage play and less like an animated radio show. It doesn't make it bad or lesser, just a little different.
And half the parents leave after their kid goes on. What's Hannah, chopped liver?
I actually love chopped liver on some crusty
I actually
bread
do too. I don't know why I just said that.
Preserves.
Point is, long show, no idea when Hannah goes on.
Everyone in this family is really snarky and sharp and quick. So even on my third watch of the season, I was still laughing pretty hard at a lot of this dialogue.
Good night.
Oh, donkey! I'm gonna shriek!
The voice cast is all great despite being full of people I've never heard of. And as one of the 5 people that helped keep Grand Crew on the air for 2 seasons, I'm grateful for any time we can get another A1 Nicole Byer performance.
He doesn't want to eat the cake, Mom.
Okay,
Eat the cake.
Eat the cake. Be a good boy and eat your mother's cake.
What in the Ike Turner?
We were having a nice time.
Very funny that all of these characters are played by the same people, even when they're kids. You definitely believe it is not as off-putting as something like Lil Kev, but it is still a very funny concept. It reminds me of myself. My voice dropped when I was like 12.
Hey, you guys feel like playing some baseball? Excuse me, I'm gonna go masturbate.
After all, it's not a schnook. In a lot of ways, the show kind of animates like an animated storybook. In the designs and how the characters move, they're a lot flatter than the Bojack or Tuca characters, while still holding that similar essence. It's great how these 2 creatives have 3 cartoons between the both of them that you can still tell were made by the same people but do different things animation-wise. This one has its storybook look, Bojack's a little bit more realistic, and Tuca and Birdie just kind of looks like a fucking Looney Tune. They need to bring this shit back, man. Tiffany Haddish ain't been right since. The only design I had to get used to was Avi's daughter, Hannah. Her head's all slanted and shit. She looked like a composition notebook sketch you do in 6th grade. Old social studies ass character design.
I never asked for it to be this way. I never asked to be made.
Look at Avi's hair loss. This nigga look like me. Except, I'm like 10 years younger than him. So I had my hair for significantly less time. This sucks. I'm sad now. Why'd I make this video? Backgrounds give this world a very special, like, sketch feeling. The perspective clearly isn't taken too seriously. The lines are wavy and never too straight. Not like me, like you. But even with this flatter style, the cartoon still goes out of its way to do a lot of things that are just visually stunning. If you're watching this while doing laundry, you might want to rewind. I just played a cool looking part. If you know me, you know I am a sucker for simple, dumb looking background characters, and long story short, does not disappoint. Praise Petey would be proud. Damn, 2 Praise Petey references this year. At this point, if they bring that shit back, I did it. Long story short, it's more than just a good cartoon. It's great. It's phenomenal. Look up some words that are synonyms of flawless and I'll sign it. It might actually be the closest thing to a flawless season of television that I've ever seen. And I waited a month to say that, so I know it ain't just me speaking off emotion. I've never seen anything like this before in my entire life, and I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am that there's definitely going to be more. I've given quite a few recommendations in my day, But I am so serious, you need to do yourself a favor immediately. Nobody paying me to say that either. I got like $70 in my account. You haven't heard of it before or just haven't gotten around to seeing it just yet. I sincerely cannot think of a single reason why you wouldn't love it. After all, it's not a schnook entitled to a little great TV every once in a while.
You laugh, but a schnook is entitled.
Nice, rule of thirds and a bookend. I'm still pretty good at this YouTube thing. I'll still probably got like 3 years left in the tank.
That's fire.
Don't do that.
First things first, eye popper, freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like, cause they don't get Nathan but penetration. Unless it smells like sanitation. Garbage, I turn like doorknobs. Heartthrob never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stay coochie down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam knocking your Mitsubishi. Girls pee-pee when they see me. Navajos creep me in they teepee. As I lay down laws like Island Coppet. Stop it if you think they're gonna make a profit. Don't see my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? Now tell your friends Papa hit it, then split it in two as I flow with the Junior Mafia. I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya, Versace shade watching ya. Once you grin, I'm in, game begins. First I talk about how I dress is this and diamond necklaces, stretch Lexuses. The sex is just immaculate. From the back I get deeper and deeper. Help you reach the climax that your man can't make. Call him, tell him you be home real late and sing the break,